quickly. We gotta do this before another alarm goes off. Man. Okay, so if you were with me in my previous stream, you know that we had a really good time and then all of a sudden had to run. That was because an alarm went off in my house, which is just on the beside here. And what the heck is this? Oh, this is alarming. There's this loose screw somewhere. Oh well, everything just falls apart. So anyhow, I don't even have the skills to explain in English what went wrong, but basically there was a problem with the electricity. Hopefully we should be good now. It has to do with the heating system, which is about to break down, and we can't get an engineer over here until next week. So we have to, heat the house with a different method that uses more current, and So the whole thing just stopped working, and there were alarm because of the sewage system not being able to do its job. So I had to run over. But anyhow, we're here and we can still practice. Hopefully you guys who were with me can find your way back here because we had a really good time. Let's go. I messed up the timing there, I don't know if you can hear. Messed up. So I have some ideas there, but I cannot finish them on the fly. I have to try again. finding our way back here. Hey there, Betty Lou from Facebook. This is sort of a guitar lesson. You get to join me in my practice. I usually practice for 1 or 2 minutes. That's like a little set, and then I need to rest. And that's a good time for me to check out what you guys are saying and maybe answer some questions or, any comments you might have. So someone asked about the guitar, I think in Spanish. This is not an ESP. This is a vintage V100 LP style guitar. Alchimentia from Alchimentia, sorry for butchering your name, on YouTube. What's up? Kevin from Instagram. What's up? Okay, so let's do some more here. We can do this. We can do this. It's a shame I had to interrupt. We had all these people in the stream, and then I had an alarm that went off and I had to urgently interrupt. So we'll see how long I can keep on going now. Hopefully for at least 30 or 40 minutes. We'll see. Idea there, I couldn't do it. I have to slow it down a little bit, too fast, I think. So I'm in the key of basically E minor now, but I'm in C standard, so it sounds really low. And the notes I'm playing correspond to the C minor scale, not the E minor scale. But the shapes all look like E minor. So I'm basically finding melodies, and riffs and power chords within the scale of E minor. It's not very clean, the idea might be cool, but I wasn't really playing it well there, so. Let's just practice that a little bit. Now it's clean, but I'm struggling a little bit with the grinding part there. So Todd, I'm using this Korg Mini. It's a pretty handy unit, and you can still find them new on Thomann. I bought mine like 10 years ago. Okay, I had to put in some power, some charging for my phone. Hopefully sound is still okay. Thank you, Luco from Instagram. So let's practice this some more. So I'm just doing like open E string and then hammer on from 2 to 3 here on the A string. So, and then from 3 to 5. cool. So I got an idea now. I just have to work it out. So. Okay, so I'm getting there. So if you guys just tuned in, I had a cool live stream going and then an alarm went off, so I had to go fix that. Now I'm back and I'm struggling to find the right groove again, but I think I'm getting there until next time the alarm goes off, I guess. Thank you, Matteo, for digging it. No, I suck at playing songs. I just like, improvising and working on my technique in shops. And right now I'm working on my rhythm shops, which isn't something I always do. But I try to, change the styles and genres as often as possible. I find that's kind of beneficial to my own style that I'm working on. So, as often as possible, try to move sideways, so to speak. So now I'm just working on my rhythm and try to get some heavy ideas. And even though it sounds like metal now, the general idea to improvise and find riffs on the fly, it's super useful for, lead guitar as well, which is what I'm usually into. So yeah, that's what's happening now. But usually we get a cool discussion going about, different techniques you can practice and that stuff. So hopefully that's going to be the case now as well. I had a cool one there. Cool. Drew, a loner, never meant to see you cruel. Thanks for reminding me, man. I don't even remember the riff there. Something like that. A loner. That's an old song of mine. Pre-jam, thanks for digging. Pinch harmonics are awesome. I agree, yeah. So if you don't know what that is, produced by lightly touching the string, with your thumb as you strike. When you do this, you touch the string with your thumb, and that's how you can produce one of those. Started a band with a friend of mine. We don't really have a name, so maybe you can help me find a cool name. We want to play rock. Ooh, that's a big one. So do we have any suggestion for Matteo on YouTube here? What should he name his rock band? Would be awesome to hear what you guys say. So if you have any requests or any ideas on Instagram, you can say it and I'll mention it to everybody here. Cool. So it's your favorite song, A Loner. That's awesome, man. It's a shame I can't remember it. I don't know. There's like a bridge riff in there. So those pretty cool riffs. I have to go back and find the. If you want to know what song we're speaking about, it's an original of mine on my YouTube channel. It's called A Loner. Thanks a lot for reminding me. My favorite guitarist. Oof, the list is too long. For rhythm stuff, maybe it's the classic James Hetfield or Dave Mustaine. At least those were the ones I started off with. A little bit of Dimebag. And Brutal Bump. Awesome, man. Yeah, that's a cool one. How did that go? Brutal Bump. Yeah. There's a lick in there, like a sweeping lick. That was pretty cool. There's some pretty classic chord progression in there. Bad Cat, Black Cat, is that an amp? No, I don't think I've tried one. Okay, let's do some more riffing. I think we're getting into it now. So those of you who just joined, I'm in C standard, which means that even though I'm playing the shapes of E minor, it still sounds like C minor, but I'm just improvising around in E minor. That's how you can think of it, but I'm down too. All these riffs and power chords and open strings, and that can all be found in E minor, So whether I'm doing some or maybe I'm playing some thirds, or maybe some classic power chords, sometimes throwing in some chromatics. I'm not used to bending with this string gauge. It's pretty cool. These are O12s. You can still play some leads with them, but it's not. Maybe we can throw in some lead licks. Let's try that. You said you're also live on Instagram. Yeah. I'm on 3 platforms now: Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So let me just get. I put on the sleeve whenever I do some lead guitar. Yeah, Magnum is back. Oh yeah, the sweep shapes. Yeah. I read something briefly about it. So I was actually thinking about sweeping, but I know that you previously asked me about this shape, right? So this A minor shape is tricky, right? Because you have, or however you want to play. Think of the A minor chord here. there's your A minor. So if you play that with an arpeggio, I can't play that very fast either, you know, so it's hard. I can't, you know, it's not at all as easy as the, like the C shape is awesome. But you can almost make it sound like A minor just by stretching a little bit. So if you play the C major shape, instead of doing that, you can do this. It's gonna sound very close to A minor. So I mixed it in. I'm not sure you could hear the difference, at least not at that tempo. So Eric Johnson clean is tricky, especially with this amount of gain, but I guess most people would flatten their finger like this. I don't like that. Instead I do that thing because it gives me more control. So I play on the same fret instead of flattening. I think it sounds better, but it's harder to play fast. But whenever I shred, I just don't use that shape because people don't hear the difference anyway. So if I want to throw in some sweeping, I'll just do that. So, and that's, I can move that around and I can try to make it sound like A minor. Right, like that. I can try adding the A minor shape, but it's a little bit sloppy at this tempo. And also it has a different timing to it. I'm just much more used to the C major shape. And of course this minor shape, like E minor here, and you can do that with A minor here, so that's much easier. So instead of doing this, you could do like that. I have to practice that, but I would find that easier. Pretty cool, sounds like Martin Friedman. So A minor starting here on, instead of doing, or, you know, these are the exact same notes. So I could play A minor like this, or I could play, it's the same, exact same thing. The only difference is if you reach this note like this. That note is hard to reach from here. So you have to add the tapping, and that makes it hard to play with the riffing. Oh, you can do this. That's easier, or it's not easy, but that's possible, at least for me. So let's try it. Okay, so what did I do there? You prick! That's a good one. So it became easier. Lots of people there. Bayak from Facebook, Telecaster from YouTube, Halo from YouTube, and Telecaster 98, Greg Howe. Yeah, it's a little bit Greg Howe-ish. So try this. Play your standard A minor shape. So it's from the A string, 12, 10, 9, 10, 8, 12. And here we want to reach to tap the 17. But it's hard to get your hand there in time. I find that to be hard. So what I do is I repeat the shape on the top 3 strings like this. And I don't use any sweeping there, I just use hammer-ons. So that allows me to move my hand while this hand is busy doing hammer-ons from nowhere. So I have to practice that, but that's doable for me. Very cool idea, actually. We can try that a little bit. My name at Instagram is Christopher Dahl. Yeah, Christopher Dahl 1. You should find me if you search for Christopher Dahl. Okay, so let's try that. Let's do that with the shape I'm comfortable with, C major, and maybe it'll get even better. That's cool. That's pretty cool. So this. So if I put a string dampener there, it would sound better, but this is pretty cool still. Very cool ideas here. So maybe we should just practice lead instead. I thought I was going to do riffing today, but I didn't know we were going to do this. So we can do longer lead sections in between. Okay, so maybe you guys want to know what the hell I'm doing there. I bet it's flying by pretty fast. So first of all, you got to know the C major sweep arpeggio shape. It's this from the 15th fret A string. We're going to play 15 and then next string 14, 12, 13, 12, 15 on the same string. That's the basic shape. You got to practice that first. So 15, 14, 12, 13, 12, 15. The last two notes are on the same string. And then what I'm going to do is just tap up the E minor scale from the 17th fret to the A 17, 19, 20, 22, because I only have 22 frets here. So that's the simple version. So what I'm doing is I'm sweeping all the way up, and then I pull off with my tapping finger, and then pull off again, and then hammer on, and then to the next note. Okay, that's the 19th fret, pull off again, hammer on again, and then 20, and then pull off, hammer on, 22, okay? So that's the way, all the way up, slowly. Okay, that's the simpler version, and that can sound cool as well. Slower. Even slower. Trying to hit the high E note there. Or actually C, but... So what I'm doing is more advanced because I'm repeating the arpeggio in between every tap, but only on the top three strings. So I'm doing... So... Cool. Fender Affinity. Yeah, I've heard some good stuff about that. How did you learn guitar so good? Thank you, Sidnath. So I practiced for around 30 years now, I guess, is the answer. Yeah, exactly, Magnum. You can also slide with the arpeggio notes. I'm kind of bad at sliding tapping. I would need to practice that. And that's actually a good topic for another stream. But now we're getting so many ideas, and I just want to keep on playing till the next alarm goes off. So that's pretty cool. So we could do, or just, it's pretty melodic, right? That's pretty cool as well. So you can mix the normal tapping with the slide maybe. So if you're wondering what that slide is, you could, instead of, you could, when we arrive at the top of our arpeggio here, if you just join the stream, you can rewind later on and I'm going to explain that arpeggio. Instead of doing that, I could do, okay, so slide, hammer on, slide up, slide down, pull off. I'm bad at that, so I would have to work on that. Okay, but we really have to, Jerry Quinn from Facebook, been following you since 2009. Awesome, man, good to see you here. So, let's try back to our rhythm here. I was never really into Stanley Jordan, by the way. Oh, okay, I was in time there for once. That's right. Almost nailed it. It's hard to play in time, you know. All I need to do is slow down, so I don't know why I'm not doing it. Let's try it slow. Okay, so things went better as I slowed down. This should be a lesson for you. I've been playing for 30 years and I still slow down things a lot, and you should do it a whole lot more if you haven't been playing for as much. So let's try it again. and doing those sweeps were cool, but they're a little bit difficult to improvise around with. So, you know, that's a different session and maybe a bit slower. Norsk, I am Swedish, not Norwegian. Svensk, precis. Old speed metal head from the 80s. Yeah, I guess you could call me that. Okay, is that tuned to E standard or do you have a drop pedal? So this is C, yeah, exactly, C standard for sure. Hey Ricky from Instagram, what's up? So, oh, no freaking oxygen here. Just a second, I have to open the window here. So this is turning into a great session with lots of ideas now. So the thing I've kind of transitioned into now is going between the riffing and just standard pentatonic licks. It's a bit of a cliche, but it's extremely useful because most of us know a lot of pentatonic rock licks. We just haven't connected them to our rhythm playing. And if you know, there are lots of guitarists who do this well. For example, Nuno Betancourt is an example. Let's try some more. I'm just using the standard box here, you know, with some extensions like the flat 5 and things like that. So we can riff and we can try to play it loosely. No music, I can see your comments. I just have many comments from YouTube and Facebook as well. Thanks for the great comments. So Darbin, I've been playing for around 30 years. Thank you, Johan, on Instagram for liking the tone. You're hearing my Mesa Boogie and the TS-808. Thank you, Marco, for digging the guitar. It's a vintage V100. So music, I can't, oh, how to pinch harmonic. Please show that too. So pinch harmonics is this basically. pinch harmonics, here's your string, okay? Looking at the string here, and here's the pick, you're gonna be picking it. So as you pick it, you lightly touch with the thumb. But the problem is, I think more people can do this, or rather, a lot of people think they can't get the pinch harmonic, but the problem is not that they can't get it, it's that once they found it, they can't apply a cool vibrato, because it doesn't sound cool if you just do this. It sounds horrible or boring. You have to do this. So learning to do pinch harmonics, you can do that in a day, but getting a cool vibrato takes a long time. So that's usually the issue. Scott Michael, right now I'm using a chicken pick Bermuda. Jimmy, thanks for digging. I don't play cover songs, sorry Juvrai, I suck at that. Yeah, we got my man Fred from the cold fields of southern Indiana. Hope you're doing good, man. So let's keep on going while ideas are flowing. I'm in C standard, Scott. Okay. Wait, let's see what you guys are saying. So this is pretty cool. I really like digging or throwing in some of those pentatonics, as I just explained, within the framework of riffing. It's just very interesting. And I don't know if you could hear, but I did mess up the timing quite a bit in the licks, but I still managed to find my way back to the riffing, and that it doesn't really excuse the timing mistakes, but it makes them much less noticeable. So that's really key. As long as you get back to riffing, you can probably get away. And since I'm practicing now, I'm trying to throw myself into situations where I will do mistakes, because doing mistakes is an indication that you're actually trying something new. And these are practice sessions. Even if I'm tempted to just play the stuff I master for you guys in 1 hour, then I go away from this practice session thinking I didn't progress at all. Even if it felt good to show you guys stuff I know, I prefer not doing that. Jaden on Instagram, what's up? Emiran, Stefans Vage, oh, sorry, butchering your name. Oh, and Ibanez from Kiko Herrera, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Love his anger days. Okay, so what's happening here? Scott is saying on Facebook, I would have guessed some sort of drop tuning. Yeah, one thing or things are happening on the 6th string. Yeah, I could tune down to drop A sharp then. I don't really need it now. It's so heavy, just playing on 1 string is enough. Okay, so let's do some more pentatonic licks with rhythm. Okay, so if you were here from the beginning, you know that I said that, well, after 40 minutes, I said, but now it's been almost an hour, I'm gonna get more warmed up. And that's the way it always works. And I think it's, regardless of your level, when you've been playing for an hour or so, you're gonna be more comfortable with your stuff. And it's more fun, of course. My problem is usually that after an hour, my shops are getting up to tempo, but my brain is going down, you know? So I think that I'm most creative the first 30 minutes, but it takes another 40 minutes to really get my shops up to tempo. Okay, Alfred Hessel from YouTube. The Beast Within, what's up? Jason Becker, for sure, it's a little bit Jason Becker inspired. Bonjour, Guitare Vintage. Comment vas-tu? Hardest lick I ever learned. Johnny be good. Haha, yes, I am shredding. Another Fred from southeastern Indiana. That's cool. Billie Jean is not my song. Marco, what's up? Haha, it's hard to say Serbian name. Yeah, I suck at that. Just butcher it. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, let's go a little bit more and see if we can get a few more of those pentatonic licks. I'm just playing some E minor pentatonic licks and I'm weaving it in with some E minor riffing. Doesn't sound like E minor because I'm down tuned to C standard, but the scale and the shapes are all on the same place on the guitar. Let's try it. Let's try a different rhythm. Maybe like a 16-beat rhythm. Oh, this is going to be different. Let's try a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. One more time, come on. fun. Feeling the groove. I hope you guys are too. No, Marco on Instagram. I don't have a Les Paul Steinberg guitar. This is a vintage Icon V100 and it's an LP style guitar. You're hooked, the beast within. That's awesome, man. La gratte sonne bien. Merci beaucoup, Stépayette. Chris giving us new voice, truly authentic inspiration. That's awesome, man. That's the idea here. We're inspiring each other. And I can tell you, I wouldn't have had all those ideas if I didn't have you guys around. So this is very inspiring. Practicing blues with an electric guitar. What is the best app for backing tracks? Just YouTube and search for blues backing track. You're going to find heaps of them. Okay, so I'm going to keep on riffing in the key of E minor, adding the E minor pentatonic scale, both in the open position and up here on the 12th position, I'm playing E minor pentatonic. Hey Abish, what's up? So I'm riffing and then I'm throwing in a and sometimes I go adventurous and I do some others like 7-note scales and arpeggios. We'll see what happens. I was bending out of tune there, so let's try it again. Here's your cascade. Silence is cool. We should have more silence. Even more, it's cool. experimental now, but why not? Band sucked. Let's try one more time. That was out of tune. I messed up. Timing is off. Let's get back into it. I'm dying here. So all these ideas are getting into my head now, and I think I should probably take a break. Very cool to hear Yusuf Infit has been doing wildlife photography for 15 years and now starting to do guitar instead, or as well, which is awesome. Very cool. Cool, Free Tang, you have a gold top. I always wanted a gold top. D. Bruce, these are 012s, I believe, not 13. Sounds wicked. Thank you so much, Gary. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop now, but this was a lot of fun. And if you're on Instagram, I will upload both this stream and part 1 before the interruption, so you have some stuff to go back to. I did break down quite a few of the things I played here, so it might be interesting. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. These sessions wouldn't be the same if you guys weren't around here and just giving me inspiration and yeah, just keeping the fire burning. Rama, do I give online lessons? Occasionally I do on my Christopher Dahl website. Mostly I sell courses there, so I have from beginning to advanced. Feel free to check it out. It's christopherdahl.com. And I have a lot of courses on the lead stuff, because that's what I do a lot. So all the advanced stuff is going to be based on lead guitar. And yeah, your tone and attitude are awesome. Thanks so much, man. It means the world. So thanks so much for tuning in. You guys are the best. Stay amazing, and we'll meet soon again and practice some more. See ya. Cheers.